Welcome to Static Model Mayhem. On this episode, we're going to be doing an experimental weathering on a submarine model. In our case, it's Bronco Model's Yuan class Chinese submarine. And what we're planning to do is experiment with some oil brushes and streaking brushes for MIG right below the waterline. The plan is to lighten up this part of the hull without influencing or without interfering with the upper part, which is a dark gray. So what we're going to use is a mixture of MIG's oil brushes and streaking brushes, some cotton buds, a few paint brushes, and white spirit. So let's go. First, we're going to be applying rust. You think it's an oil dot filter, but not really. We just want to lighten up the hull. What else are we going to use? This was ochre from MIG, and then I'm going to use some dust between these two. A bit more ochre. The model has received a satin varnish before our experiment, so now I'm just going to take some packing foam sponge and try and blend these dots together like so. I want to go right on top of the alleged waterline and just blend these two distinct colors among themselves. So I have a more or less even distribution. I'm not going to present this as a rusted hull. After all, it's a fairly new submarine. Just want to weather it. Right up to the waterline. That's our first stage of weathering this model. And I have to say that the results look quite promising. Just blend them with the sponge. Tapping motions. Now, let's try and drag it down a bit, like so. Just tapping it. I need some, let's try streaking dust or buff. Which one? I'd say with buff. So. Same sponge, same trick. Try to keep it as random as possible. Again, the goal is not to present an overly rusted hull, just some form of natural weathering. You don't want it to be included above the waterline. I have other plans for the waterline, to be honest. And now, let's just track down the blended oil paints. Oops, wrong here. Just a bit more. Let's try a streaking brusher between. Actually, I have a lot more control with the streaking brusher than the oil brusher, but we'll see. This one's streaking dust. Same sponge, same deal. I thought that I was going to need some mineral spirits to blend this together, but it seems unnecessary since everything seems to be blended in with just some packing foam. Too orange yet. Different spots. Let's use some buff. Let's see what happens. There. Just keep blending with a tapping motion. That's the secret, and that's the technique. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think I'm going to incorporate this method to some more of my submarine models, since it's looking quite nice. Let's drag it down a bit. Now, using an imaginary line from this point downward, apply some streaking. Like so. That's what we have on one side. That's our port side, and starboard side, it looks very plain. Let's start working on the starboard side again. Ochre. What else did we use? Buff. And I think it was streaking dust. Yeah. No thinner required, no turpentine, no mineral spirits, just simple dots of oil color. And blending them together with a piece of sponge. packing foam, you can use pieces of kitchen sponge, anything that gives you an irregular application. You just have to blend them. Nothing more, nothing less. Off we go then. Yeah, same piece. Just tapping. Tapping motion until the initial dots that you placed have disappeared and actually blended with the other colors and the overall color. Just keep tapping until they are blended. That's the secret. Others are going to give me a hard time, but to manage, we always do. Come on, get in the crevices, getting all the nooks and crannies right after the propeller. Keep tapping until the dots have disappeared. You get an even coating of oil colors all over the hull. Let's change sponge. Got too saturated with oil paint, so we couldn't blend it as we wanted to. Let's move to the bow. Add a bit more. It's probably the fastest weathering method that I've used so far on my submarines. Just some oil paints, satin varnish underneath, and tapping. That's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just try to aim for the center of your dots. Let's add some. Where is it? There we go. If you see any gaps, just add a bit more paint and keep tapping. That's about it. Not too complicated. And again. Just Start bringing it down. Always a bit more. Let's go back. Just try to squish the dots like so. Blend all the colors together. Come on. What is that? Yeah. Let's try some cotton swabs. I think it's working. Tell you what, we have here puff with this puff. Let's try some dust on top of it. Oh, good nature. There we go. The beauty of oil paints is that they are beautiful in blending together. Beautiful. You cannot get that with enamels or acrylics or any other form of paint, at least to my knowledge. But oil paints are incredible with blending. I'm getting these dots. I don't know. Let's use some very, very light rust. Very light rust. Dots of rust. Tiny dots. Tiny, tiny dots. And for that, we're going to be using something. Oops. Something like this. Let's try and drag it down. Not sure that I like it. The effect. I'm not sure that I quite like that effect. So let's just blend it away. Oh, that didn't happen. I told you it's an experiment. Haven't tried this technique before. That looks like it's working. It's working better than I expected. I was keep postponing weathering this model I'm not sure why. It was just not on the agenda for some reason. That was a good opportunity to try something different and see what happens. You don't have to just use rust on your ship models. Salt and seawater can affect paint in mysterious way. As I've seen through dozens of reference photos before I tried this technique. Let's go all the way. With the paint that I have remaining, it's going like this. Again, no thinners, just oil paint and simple packing foam sponge. For the bottom, I'll go with circular motions. And now I see why you have the dots. After a point, it seems that if you keep tapping, you remove the paint. That's why we have these weird dots all over the place. Like here. A bit more ochre. Just a bit. And let's go with something bigger. See how it behaves. Hope I'll get more coverage, more blending in a bigger area, which I do. Yeah, see that? I'm removing way too much paint. For the bow, just this spot, just this little spot. That's smaller. I'm trying to fill in the gaps. Same method. We're getting there. Okay. As soon as the dot vanishes, stop tapping on that area and move. If you keep tapping, you'll start removing the oil paint. That's what I figured out just now. Right. And there we have it. Our weathering experiment on Bronco Model's Yuan class submarine. New technique, which I am definitely going to be using on more submarine models. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.